Even when a guy like that doesn't figure in on the play, he still figures in on it.
He's a presence no matter what. 3rd down and 3 for the Giants.
Jailbreak.
All the way back to the 31-yard line. Harmon was there, Joyner, Simmons.
Well, they move Reggie White inside to collapse that pocket. Now here they come up the middle. They bring the blitz. Coverage is good. There's nowhere to go. You got to hold on to him. Doesn't happen. Bart Oates shows you the way he figures out to stop Reggie White. That's just latch on and hold on for dear life.
Simmons in on that sack. The NFL leader with 17.5 coming into the game gets at least a half there. Rodriguez punt taken by Seidner at the 20. Loose ball. Giants have it. Pepper Johnson. Jesse Campbell knocked it loose. A former Eagle player. And Pepper Johnson came up with a loose ball. Seidner had a good return going to that point. And we'll be back at Veterans Stadium in a moment.
Jeff Seidner, the Philadelphia Eagles return man, number 85 in the middle of your screen routes. He's going to get hit by Jesse Campbell, number 37. Now, the hit does not make the ball come loose. What makes it come loose is right. See, the ball's never tucked away. He never hits the ball. That's a poor job of protecting the ball by Jeff Seidner.
Pepper Johnson came up with it. There's Jesse Campbell, acquired as a free agent from the Eagles. He was their number 2 pick in '91. First down, Giants. Hostetler with play action under pressure. And it's tipped away by Eric Allen, intended for Mark Ingram. There were 3 defenders around the ball. Hostetler rushed to throw it there.
Yeah, you said it right. He was rushed. He didn't have time to set and really get some air under that ball. So the ball hung up there, and that allowed the ball to be tipped.
White and Jeter had the heat on him.
Yeah, White and Jeter and anybody else who wants to come through. This is really a poor job of pass blocking today by the New York Giants. You see Cratch coming back on Jeter. Reggie White there at the end to throw him down. All kinds of pressure by the front of the Philadelphia Eagle defense.
2nd and 10. That's complete. McCaffrey breaks a tackle, has a first down. Giants to the 23-yard line of the Eagles.
And a good call right there by the Giants staff. Hey, you're getting all kinds of pressure. Hey, go with the quick stuff. Line them up. Let the DBs run off. Hit McCaffrey underneath. Let him run for the ball. Let him run with the ball and get as much yardage as he can.
15-yard gain and a first down to the 23-yard line. Bud Carson, the Eagles defensive boss, had the Giants locked up in the first half.
Tim, what works against a good pass rush are the draws, couple of screens, and the quick passes. Now, once you've loosened and slowed them down a little bit, then you can go up.
Meggett.
Hey.
Dave Meggett down to the 7-yard line.
I like that. Looked like Meggett had the option to option.
He had the option to option.
Yeah, that's the old double option rule. They'll hand the ball to Meggett now.
He'll have to me.
He'll have a trail. I'll show it to you right here. You see right here? He has the option right there to option to Rodney Hampton. That is called the double option.
It got him down to the 9-yard line. He's always dangerous with the ball, and you do have to wonder again offensively in terms of the Giants why he hasn't seen the ball more all season long. Rodney Hampton to the 2.
Hey, Tim, what I don't like about that formation right there, the New York Giants traditionally, when they line up in I formation, they go to the 2 tight end set, which they did, and they just follow the fullback. Now, if you're a Philadelphia Eagle on defense, that tells you the play before it ever starts. We saw it twice in short yardage, and they stopped it. Now, this time, they don't stop it. What the New York Giants, in effect, are saying is, we know you know where the ball is coming. We're just going to physically beat you.
2 tight ends line up on the right side, Cross and Derek Brown. Hampton stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clyde Simmons made the initial hit.
And what the Philadelphia Eagles say is, we're going to beat you physically. Watch Jared Bunch. Where he goes, the ball goes. Hampton's right behind him. He just fouls that big rear end right into the hole. Simmons has different ideas, as does Golick and the rest of that Philadelphia defense.
Eagles run 2 new defenders into the secondary. Otis Smith, Mark McMillan comes back on. Out come Thomas and Frizzell. 3rd and goal. Incomplete. Intended for Howard Cross. Joyner on the coverage, may have got a hand on it. Cross cannot hold it.
Well, if Cross's hands get on that football, he's got to score a touchdown. The ball is delivered. He has ample time. There's not the great deal of pressure. You'll see Cross come across. That's the 3rd dropped ball that has meant something, this one being a touchdown.
So they have to settle for the field goal. Willis from the 11-yard line connects from 21 yards away, and the Giants finally get on the scoreboard. It is 17-3 Philadelphia. G. White, this morning's Philadelphia Inquirer, a very graceful column by their fine columnist Bill Lyon about what a tragic loss to Philadelphia it would be if they don't give up the green, as that sign says, and keep Reggie White here in Philadelphia. Not just because of all of the things we've been saying today about his ability as a ball player, but in addition to those, his qualities as a human being and the great image that he portrays for the Eagles in the city of Philadelphia. Sherman on 1st down to the 7-yard line. Out to the 37, a gain of about 7. Well, this Thursday at 2:30 Eastern, CBS Sports will present the John Hancock Bowl. The Baylor Bears take on the Arizona Wildcats. Then on New Year's Day, I know that you'll be tuned in, Matt, the Blockbuster Bowl. Joe Paterno takes in the Nittany Lions against Bill Walsh's Stanford Cardinal. 2 great coaches, 2 pretty good teams. 2
great coaches. You know, Bill Walsh made his mark in the pro game. Joe Paterno, one of the 2 coaching legends left in all of college football, along with Eddie Robinson.
Herschel Walker.
And there's his 1,000-yard season, Tim.
To the Giant 45, a 19-yard gain to go over the 1,000 mark, and his teammates know it.
Tim, there's only been 3 other 1,000-yard rushers. Ernest Jackson, Van Buren, and Wilbert Montgomery, and Herschel Walker becomes number 4. And for a Philadelphia team that has such a great history, that's really hard to imagine.
It is. Walker joining good company and become a very popular player, especially with his teammates here in Philadelphia. Keith Sherman does his job and picks up about 8. Now for another NFL update. Let's go to Greg Gumbel in New York.
All right, Tim, at the Metrodome, the Vikings are dimming the Packers' playoff hopes by the minute. Sean Salisbury, 50 yards to Jake Reed. It set up a Terry Allen 1-yard touchdown, 27-7. Minnesota leading Green Bay, which needs a win or a tie to make the playoffs, Tim.
All right, Greg, a nice chuck there by Salisbury. And even though it looks like the Packers now may be on their way out for this season, what a job Mike Holmgren did with that team, and what an exciting young quarterback they have in Brett Favre. 2nd down and 3. Walker trying for another 1st down, and he's got it, slicing inside the marker before being driven out by Sparks.
You know, we said earlier, when they got Herschel Walker, they said he could be a 1,000-yard rusher, and of course he turns it on and gets it. The thing that interests me, though, see, Herschel Walker is a guy who's got to run straight ahead to get his yards, which means your offensive line's got to be dominant in the middle, and clearly this is not a dominant offensive line, and that means Herschel Walker's had a bigger season than the 1,000 yards even appears.
Well, they've had a number of injuries along their offensive line, and today, as we pointed out, they've got 2 of them out, Heller and Shad, with Darrell Smith and Brian Baldinger playing left tackle and left guard today. Cunningham steps back and sails it out of bounds in the general direction of Calvin Williams. Harry Williams had the coverage.
Tim,
2nd down.
The other thing that appears to me in this Philly